I survived a week, but I am barely hanging on. In the past 6 months, Ozzy and I have never gone this long without contact. With each day, the emotional pain gets more intense. After our Friday morning workout, my friend Sam starts unloading her trauma about her boyfriend. He's a piece of shit she has been on and off with for 8 years. He's a total psychopath who has broken into her apartment, trashed the place, keyed her car, and sabotaged her friendships. I told her over a year ago to kick his ass to the curb, but just like my toxic relationship with Mark, she has a trauma bond and thinks that a part of her is missing when they are not together. I'm already in an emotionally delicate place, and here is Sam unloading on me about her toxic boyfriend. She's upset because earlier that morning she was crying to her roommate Terry, and apparently Terry said, "Fuck him, I wish he would die." Sam starts crying. I don't want him to die. I feel like I'm talking to my 37-year-old self about Mark. Between my raw pain from Ozzy and total compassion and empathy for Sam, I start crying too. It's because it hurts us to see you hurting. We both have a good cry and hug. Sam thinks I'm such a strong person and has no idea how bad I want to die right now. I log off work around noon. Kelly had been thinking about surfing with me this afternoon, but she texted back that she can't go surfing, but could walk with me to the water so we can chat and catch up. I have been trying to be strong in front of Kelly, but I can't hide my pain when I meet up with her. I start crying. I can't believe he did this to me. He was my best friend. Kelly hugs me, and it's loving and supportive, but it's not enough. I want to escape this pain. I get in the water. The ocean is always so comforting, but not now when my heart is so raw that I can't stand it. All of me is hoping that Ozzy will do the thing that he always does, at least used to do, where he shows up unannounced where he knows I'm going to be. He doesn't. He used to hate it when I was mad at him. Now I am dead to him. I would rather him say, "I hate you" to my face than give me the silent treatment. The silent treatment kills my soul and uncovers my trauma like a swamp monster emerging from the sludge of the deep, murky waters. I'm not important. I don't deserve to be acknowledged. I don't even deserve to be loved. I can't do this again. I've been through too much hell since February 2017 without a break. After I get home from surfing, I grab the bottle of clonazepam, which is a nervous system suppressant that I take for my anxiety. Usually I only take a half pill because they're so strong and that will knock me out for 8 hours straight. There are 2 pills left in this bottle. It's 4:30 p.m. and it's Friday, so I have tomorrow off work and can sleep in. Maybe if I sleep for over 12 hours, this emotional pain will go away. I take both pills. I am convinced this will knock me out until tomorrow morning. I wake up at 11:30 p.m. and promptly run to the bathroom to throw up. The emotional pain rages in my chest like a vice gripping my heart. The physical and mental anguish is too much. In the past 3.5 years, I've had to deal with Mark leaving me for Julia, Dad dying, moving from Chicago to Hawaii on my own, the flood, buying a new wood floor, health issues with my tongue, the difficulty of walking away from important friendships, having trouble making new friends, grandma dying, the struggles with Mike and the book project, the constant stress at work and fear of getting let go through the management changes, the horrible Guam and Denver trips, the restrictions and isolation of COVID, and now Ozzy abandoning me. Ozzy was the only true love and connection I have felt during this entire time, and the only person in my entire life with whom I felt 100% unconditionally accepted and emotionally safe. And it was ripped away from me with the swiftness and ease of turning off a light switch. I grabbed the brand new bottle of 30 pills that I refilled last week. The warning on the side says do not mix with alcohol, so I take 2 shots of tequila to ensure that it is. I put my pillow and blanket in the shower. I split the bottle of pills into 2 piles on the bathroom counter because all 30 seems like too much to swallow at once. I have a brief moment where I hesitate out of fear, but I know the pills will knock me out before I die. There is no hope for the future. This is the only way out. I swallow pile 1, followed by pile 2, and wash them down with a final swig of water from my red water bottle. I lay down in the shower. I am hoping to lose consciousness immediately, but it feels like forever. It's probably only a few minutes, but when you are expecting to die and scared that something painful could happen before you lose consciousness, a few minutes feels like an eternity. There was no pain or discomfort. Just like you don't remember the moment before falling asleep, I don't remember blacking out. My heavy and swollen eyelids slowly open. The sun is up. I'm lying in the shower with my head on my pillow and my blanket neatly on top of me. Fuck. I can only remember one thing right now. I'm supposed to be dead. I panic because I'm alive. I quickly stand up, but I am so high I can barely walk. I take the 5 steps to my bed and collapse. I'm scared. My brain is not working. The room is spinning, and my hands are shaking uncontrollably. Am I dying? I black out. I remember talking to Kelly on the phone while lying on my bed, but I don't remember what was said. I have a vague memory of being in the passenger seat of her car and staring at the dashboard. The next thing I remember is waking up in a hospital bed with an IV and a bunch of wires taped to my chest. I am hungry as hell, but still very high from the pills, so it feels like a dream. Because I am on suicide watch, there is a nurse stationed beside me. Can I have some crackers? My appetite needs way more than crackers, but it's a hospital, so I figure I should ask for something they have handy. Let me go check, she says. I black out. I am in and out of consciousness for who knows how long. Each time I wake up, there are no crackers. Each time I wake up, I ask, can I have some crackers? Let me go check. And around we go. At one point, a nurse approaches me with Ozzy's first name and phone number on a piece of paper. Either I told them who my doctor is or it's in my medical records, but they called my doctor and Ozzy is my emergency contact. The nurse has questions. What is Ozzy's last name? Don't call him. What is Ozzy's real name? Don't call him. How do you know Ozzy? Don't call him. I am so embarrassed. He let me down so badly that I cannot rely on him as my emergency contact. That's why Joe is my emergency contact, because he would have gotten his ass on a plane and done whatever he needed to help me. Although he would probably be disappointed that I did this to myself again. Even worse this time. I black out. I wake up with total raging hunger. I don't know what time it is, but it's probably been about 24 hours since I last ate. The nurse has still not brought crackers. I am hangry and high as shit. Another nurse walks in and asks, "How is everything?" I've asked for crackers like 10 fucking times and nobody has brought me crackers and I just want to fucking go home. I say more, but in my brain cloud, all I know is I'm saying words. I'm so inebriated that I have no control over what is coming out of my mouth. I'm a total emotional wreck and verbally annihilating this nurse who came to check on me. Unfortunately, this person is responsible for deciding whether or not to admit me to the psych ward. She says, "We're going to keep you in the psych ward until Monday." No, I can't stay here for 2 days. More words are coming out of my mouth, but it's all a blur. Although I'm certain I just called her a bitch. I'm not helping my case. I feel so helpless and alone. I'm still so messed up from the pills and just want to go home and sleep in my own bed. The hospital is so institutional and emotionally cold, just like my childhood home. I cry, not the quiet kind, but the hysterical, ugly crying, only adding to their desire to admit me to the psych ward. Just like the pictures of little Angie crying in the photo album, my emotions are intolerable to others when all I need is to be comforted. I black out on the transition to the psych ward. I arrive in a wheelchair and I have to stand up to get out, but I cannot stand up without assistance from the 2 nurses who transported me here. It's nighttime. The lady at the admissions desk greets me cheerily. Would you like some clonazepam to sleep? Why is she offering me more when I still have an alarming amount in my system? No, I tell her. They lead me to a private room. It's small, all white everything, and nothing but a bed. No clock, no window, no nothing. I don't even have my phone. They must have confiscated my purse at some point. The worst part is there are truly crazy people in here, so I fall asleep to the sounds of screaming and yelling. I sleep until morning. I am still overwhelmingly high and stumble to the bathroom. I can't believe they put me in here without medical attention. I can barely function or think straight. The meals in the psych ward are communal so that we can be monitored while we eat. I slept through breakfast. I ask for food and I am told that I have to wait until lunch. I ask one of the nurses when I can go home. She says the doctors start making rounds at 9 a.m. It's 8 a.m. I stumble back to my Spartan white room with no clock. I start sobbing uncontrollably. I have never felt so alone and helpless in my entire life. I feel like a prisoner that nobody cares about. My worst fears of being abandoned and unloved are all coming true right now, and I am too emotionally unstable to handle it. I black out. I sleep through 11 a.m. communal lunch. A male nurse comes to check on me. Through crying hysterically, I ask, "Can I please have food? I'm so hungry." "Hold on," he says. He comes back with an egg salad sandwich without the wrapper because he's not supposed to bring food to my room and there can be no trace. I think this male nurse is my guardian angel. I inhale the sandwich as if it's the most delicious thing I have ever eaten. I feel like a stray dog maniacally eating out of a trash can. I go back to bawling uncontrollably. I've never cried so much in my entire life. Is it possible to dehydrate from crying? I black out. 2 doctors knock on my door. They're here to do the exit interview. They introduce themselves, but my brain is too focused on trying to stand up without falling to retain anything they say. They take me to the common area to sit down at a table. I'm trying to keep it together because these guys are my keys to go home, but I'm an emotional wreck and start crying hysterically again. I just want to go home. We'll make sure you're safe enough to go home, says the nice doctor. It's like a good cop, bad cop scenario. The younger Asian gentleman is nice and asks me questions in a soothing voice. The old man with white hair is acting like he's interrogating a terrorist. The whole conversation feels like a dream. All I know is that I'm crying violently. I just want to go home. Bad cop steps up. Well, you certainly don't seem like you're in a safe emotional state to go home. I gesture around the room full of psych ward patients. As if on cue, one of the patients starts yelling obscenities, and a few are already talking to themselves, which helps sets up the scene. In all fairness, this isn't the safest environment for my emotional state. I am extremely proud of myself because this is the most logical sentence I have said during this entire hospital excursion. Bad cop silently concedes, and I can tell by his softened facial expression I've won this battle. But have I won the war? He speaks again. We're concerned you'll go home and try to harm yourself again. It's a fair statement, but my emotions and the high take over and I become hysterical again. First of all, I don't have any more pills because I took them all. Second, even if I did have more pills, I wouldn't take them to kill myself because I already know it doesn't work. Through my hysterics, I am proud of the second most logical statement I have said during this entire hospital excursion. And I seem to be gaining credibility with both of the doctors. They ask if I own any guns or weapons. I don't. Then they wrap up the interview and send me back to my room. Can I go home? We'll make a decision and get back to you. I go back to my white room with no sense of time and sob uncontrollably until the male nurse knocks on the door and says, "You're clear to be released." Yay! It will take up to 2 hours to complete the paperwork. What? I can't stop crying. This whole experience is a total nightmare. I am imprisoned physically and emotionally. Time is a weird thing when you are in a room with no windows, no clock, no phone, no TV, no radio, no laptop, and high. It feels like forever, yet the time is also going by fast since I was brought here last night because I keep blacking out between emotional breakdowns. Finally, the male nurse knocks on my door. He hands me a folded up pair of olive green cargo pants and a red t-shirt and says, "Will these fit?" I stare at him blankly because these are not my clothes, but my brain can't seem to form those words. He says, "Your clothes are in plastic bags, and due to COVID, you can't open the bags until you get outside. Will these fit?" My eyes can't fully focus on the folded up clothes, but I am so desperate to leave that I will walk out wearing these whether they fit or not. "Yes," I tell him. I change into the t-shirt and realize that I am not wearing a bra because I was admitted wearing a sports bra and they took that off. The pants fit perfectly, which is the only twist of luck I've received here because cargo pants require a specific fit, like jeans. I black out again as I am being discharged. The next thing I know, I'm standing on the curb outside of the hospital holding 2 plastic bags containing my real clothes and purse. I am barefoot. This is it? They were so concerned about my safety that they just dumped me on the street, still high as shit, barefoot, and no ride home? Once again, I feel disrespected and abandoned. Why didn't I die? I don't want to be here. I hate this. I open up the plastic bag containing my purse. I turn on my phone. It starts blowing up with text messages. I order an Uber and then start going through my text messages. A few are from Kahea. She's having a workshop tonight to wrap up our yearly series about healing our chakras. I need to tell her I can't make it. I read her text. They are from yesterday. They say, "You didn't tell me you weren't coming to the workshop. Are you okay?" What is she talking about? The workshop is tonight. The most recent series of texts are from today with my esthetician Hazel. I have an eyelash tint and eyebrow wax appointment with her tomorrow. Her text read, "Are we still on for 1 today? Are you okay? Do you need to reschedule?" I text her back before reading my other text. "Yes, we're still on for 1 tomorrow. We do Mondays, remember?" I look at my phone to see what time it is. It's 2 p.m. I see the date. Oh my fucking God. It's Monday. I took the pills on Friday night, which means that the day I woke up was Sunday, not Saturday, which means I was unconscious in my shower for a day and a half. The realization hits me like a ton of bricks, sobering me up for a moment, then fades when I feel my phone vibrate. It's Hazel calling. "Hello? Are you okay?" "No, I just got discharged from the hospital and I thought it was Sunday, but it's Monday." "Where are you? I'm picking you up." "I already ordered an Uber to take me home, but I can have her drop me off somewhere else." "Meet me in front of the zoo." "Okay." My phone vibrates with an unknown number as I disconnect from Hazel. "Hello?" "Hi, it's Paula, your Uber driver." Shit. Usually I'm obsessed with the thrill of the estimated arrival, license plate, and make and model of the car, but I forgot the next step of ordering an Uber because I'm so high. Paula has not forgotten. "Where are you?" she asked. I just found out what day it is. I have no idea where the hell I am other than outside of the hospital. I notice that I'm standing on the curb of a pickup drop-off area, so I walk toward the side of the street to which it is connected. Immediately, a black Acura SUV pulls up. I don't even ask her what kind of car she's driving because this car seems eager to pick me up and I'm eager to get the hell away from the hospital. I get in as I disconnect the call. "Hi, Angie." Oh, good, it's Paula. "Hi, hey, can you drop me off in front of the zoo instead of the address I gave you?" "Sure." I like Paula. She's the first nice and happy person I have seen in days, and I like that there's no Uber bureaucracy around where she has to drop me off. She continues to talk. "How are you?" "Fine. Listen, I just got out of the hospital, and because of COVID, they gave me these weird clothes to wear home. but these cargo pants are too stifling. I'm going to change into my real clothes back here. Oh, sure, I don't mind. I won't watch. I don't care if she watches. I am free from the walls of the hospital, and that is all I care about right now. We continue to make pleasant small talk as I unapologetically disrobe from the weird hospital clothes into my own. I am not wearing a bra or underwear, so there is a point in time when I am completely naked in Paula's back seat. We stop at a red light, and I'm pretty sure the car next to us is watching. I don't give a shit. I am so thankful I am free. I open up the second plastic bag with the clothes I wore to the hospital. They didn't return my slippers. Out of all of this, I am still barefoot. Paula cheerily drops me off at the zoo where I meet Hazel in hysterical sobs. We sit on a nearby bench. The irony of this is that the outside of the Honolulu Zoo is a popular congregation hotspot for a lot of mentally unstable homeless people. Since I am in the middle of a hysterical emotional breakdown, under the influence of drugs, barefoot, with 2 plastic hospital bags, and haven't showered, brushed my teeth, or eaten in 3 days, I fit in perfectly. I ramble the entire story to Hazel, including how deliriously high I still am. Her reaction is cold and way too harsh for my fragile emotional state. She says, "You need to move on and get over him." No shit, Sherlock. I was trying to eternally get over him, but now here I am with a whole new host of problems. I instantly regret confiding to her. I was so starved for connection after being unconscious and in the cold institutional hospital for the past 3 days that I was desperate to be around anybody. In my inebriated state, I made a serious mistake by meeting her. If only the hospital would have discharged me even an hour earlier, I could have realized what day it was and told her something else came up and rescheduled. Hazel drives me home and gives me a snack pack of cookie wafers that I inhale. They are the quality of an airplane snack, but the sweetness of the cookie on my tongue is like fireworks exploding in my mouth. It's Monday afternoon, and this is the second thing I have eaten since Friday afternoon. I get home and there are dishes in the sink. I never leave dishes in the sink. I look at the frying pan and it is charred so badly that it is ruined. I must have tried to make something when I was blacked out. I log on to work. I missed an entire day of work without putting my out of office on my email or letting anyone know. Surely they are worried about me. I scroll through my emails, and despite not showing up for 3 conference calls that I hosted, nobody seemed to notice that I was gone. I'm not important. Nobody cares if I'm missing. I call Kahea, who I know from her text was concerned that I didn't show up for the workshop yesterday. I tell her, I was in the hospital. Hospital? What happened? I overdosed on my anxiety pills. Well, don't try to kill yourself. I know she's kidding, but I have to tell her. I say, that's what I was trying to do. I had a total emotional breakdown. You didn't have a breakdown, you had a breakthrough. What happened? I take a deep breath and give her the Cliff Notes version of the Ozzy developments because we haven't talked in a few weeks and I'm tired of rehashing the drama. I end with defeat. Kahea and I continue to talk, and I tell her about how many pills I took and how I can't believe I survived. It's not your time, she says. A cold chill runs through my body. A lot of people don't get second chances, especially with life. But I'm still here after taking a lethal dose of clonazepam and lying unconscious for a day and a half in my shower. I am here for a reason, and I have no idea what my purpose is, but I resolve to figure it out.